Shalom everyone, it's called Torah, it's Tuesday at noon, and we are about to discuss Parashat Bo. This is the parasha that we are going to read this Shabbat. And I would like to focus a little bit on the first verse in this parasha that I think really reflects on the concept, or I would say maybe the goal of what Hashem wanted to accomplish in this entire process of Exodus. Obviously, one of the main obvious purposes is to take the Jewish people out of Egypt, form them as a nation, take them to Mount Sinai, give them the Torah, and then bring them to the land of Israel. This is obvious. But there were other goals that Hashem wanted to accomplish. For example, as Hashem says, "V'yada'atem ki ani Hashem b'kerev haaretz," that you shall know that I am Hashem, that most powerful power in the universe. V'yadu Mitzrayim ki ani Hashem, the Egyptians should recognize that I am Hashem. And you, Jews, you should recognize that I am Hashem. But there is something very interesting in the first verse that says the following. Bo el Paro. Hashem says to Moshe, go to Pharaoh. But not go like lech, that you shall go, but go inside his palace, really. Basically, Moshe was commanded by God to go and meet Pharaoh, not at Starbucks, not at a coffee shop, not in a bakery, and not in a restaurant, but go to his palace. Go and meet him in his house. And obviously the question should be very simple, why is it? Why all the times Moshe went and saw Pharaoh in different places? For example, in the plague of blood, Moshe went to the Nile. And many other plagues, Moshe met Pharaoh in many other places. But here in this parsha, when we really go to what I will say the last round, when we know there was going to be the last 3 plagues, and after the 3rd plague, that's really conclude the 10 plagues, Pharaoh will say, just please get out of here. Hashem commanded Moshe, go into the palace. I would like to suggest to you the following idea. After 7 plagues, the situation in Egypt was not lovely. The water turned into the blood. Frogs were everywhere. Lice. Many other plagues that destroyed the economy, the animals. The only safe place, the only place that did not suffer in Egypt was Pharaoh's palace. He still sat on a throne with his crown on his head, with a staff in his hand, with the servants serving him water and watermelons and cucumbers and meat and steak and fish. The palace itself didn't suffer. In a way, Pharaoh sat there as a king. Nothing bothered him. If you will go to the Nile, if you will go to other places, you still can feel and sense and smell the stinky frogs, or the grasshoppers, or this and that. But in the palace, everything stayed the same. The golden walls, the chairs, the tables. The plagues did not affect the palace. In a way, that was a shelter for Pharaoh. That was a place where he still felt that he is still unbreakable. This is the place that in a way he can hide from God, and God did not do anything yet to his palace. Hashem says to Moshe, go to Pharaoh's palace. Go inside his rooms where he feels most secure. Go to his private comfort zone and tell him, my dear Pharaoh, 3 more plagues, and you will send the Jews, you will beg us to go out. I think the message is tremendous, not only to Pharaoh, but also to us. First, let's talk about Pharaoh. Basically, Hashem told him, there is no shelter for you. There is no place for you to hide. God is the most powerful power, and you will know it because I will come to the most safe place in your mind, your palace, your room, your shelter. I'll go there and I will tell you what I think about you. There's no way to hide. As you have the statement here in America, you can run, but you cannot hide. That's to Pharaoh. But I think that there is a tremendous message to us. We all went through some economical downturn in our country, in the United States. We all go through some ups and downs. And some of us are able to, in a way, to escape it, or to feel that we can build a shelter around us, to feel the comfort zone, to build a place that no one can touch us. But the truth is, as we all know, there is nowhere to hide. There is no way that we can shelter ourselves or our children, that we will never be able to be hurt or damaged. There is no such a thing in the world anymore. No one can hide. Technology of today brings you everything you want or you don't want into your home, into your private places. So what we need to do as parents, as teachers, as leaders, is not to hide, but rather to equip our children, our families, our students, with the tools to be able to overcome the challenges. Not to shy away from them, not to run away from them, not to hide from them, but rather to have the tools and the capabilities to confront them, to be able to channel them in a positive manner. Bo el Paro, come and show Pharaoh inside his home who is God. And that's, I think, a message that we need to take to ourselves. Don't hide, don't run, but rather equip yourself with the tools to overcome. Thank you.